Muscle soreness, a part of cycling? Damn right it is. A part of everyday life and every ride? No. And if you're experiencing that, then I've got 5 tips for you that will really help you increase your output, but also make sure you get that wonderful anabolic feeling that the legs should be in when you start those key rides. Okay, because let's face it, catabolic phase, that breakdown phase, is essential. You need the inflammation, you need the muscle soreness, you need to overload your system so that it can adapt and become stronger to the harshness of the training. The trouble is, your output is so high because you've got a warrior state, but life is getting in the way. So my 5 tips will help you navigate the signals, but also get you to realize that even though you think you're doing something, more than likely, you're not doing it. Hey, if you're new to this channel, I'm Coach Scott. I've been coaching for over 30 years. So I've got a lot of information in this head, so I can upload a couple of videos per week. Keep them nice and simple, to the point, no bullshit, and move you forward. So if you fancy a little bit of that, subscribe to the channel and join the party. You're part of the Bulletproof movement by clicking that button. So point number 1, what are you doing wrong? Well, you're training too hard, but it's not your fault. I want to help you. You've used an FTP score to create your zones, and your zone 2 is at the upper end. Why? Because you're a warrior, but you're finding it hard. How the fuck can this be zone 2? It's supposed to be controlled, breathing. I'm in control, I feel happy, I'm singing a song. The coach is always talking about breathing. The thing is, FTP has measured your muscular strength endurance, not your cardiovascular fitness. So if you've got strong legs, if you've got large muscles, you're pushing out higher power, so it pushes your zones up. Now, I would like everybody in zone 2 round about the middle of the zone when they're using a 20-minute FTP test, but not you. You're pushing hard. You're holding it for an hour and then things are going tits up. How can people do this for 2 hours, 3 hours? Because you're pushing too hard and you need to back off. And you're pushing too hard because your why is bullshit. You're pushing too hard because you're comparing yourself with everybody else. You're not enjoying the journey. Remember what I say, nobody wants to get fit slowly. You all want it fast, but it's a journey we've got to turn up. So downgrade the zone 2 output. Make it much softer. Remember, any zone 1 ride that goes over 40 minutes is a zone 2 ride by just sheer time volume, okay? So downgrade and watch the results fly up when you come to do the faster sessions, the harder sessions. Number 2 is about your nutrition. I know that you're researching and you're gaining information and you're following a nutrition plan, but are you getting enough protein? Are you getting enough complete protein? So I follow the rule of 6, which is really easy. I try and get athletes to follow 6 small meals during the day. I get them to use 6 as in 1.6 grams of protein per kilogram of body weight. Add on another 0.6 takes you to 2.2. 1.6 to 2.2. Think of 6 and you'll remember that. If you can fall in that ballpark figure per day, you're doing well and you're spreading it out. You're taking it 2 hours after a hard training session so that your body's nervous system kicks back into rest and digest. You're not gulping down some protein shake like you're some fucking Mr. Olympian after a training session. No, the protein you need is the 9 key amino acids. So I challenge you to add 3 foods, okay, that have all 9 amino acids that are essential for you. Because remember, your body's not producing them. You've got to take them in your diet. Add them to your diet, and they will also be linked, trust me, to anti-inflammation factors as well. Have a go. That's good information to go and spend an hour researching. Get the whole family to do it, yeah. You can actually start cooking meals. Oh my God, multitasking as well. Now, number 3, the common thing when people say to me, my legs are constantly sore, I ask them about their gear ratio or how many gears they use. And you'd be surprised or not surprised to hear it's very minimal. They're usually over torquing. They're using a bigger gear than what they need to, but that's what I like. That's what my body feels natural at. Sure, great, but you're increasing friction all the time. So in your zone 2 ride, possibly try different gear range. Try it on the inside smaller ring. Oh my God, coach, not the small ring, please, no. Yeah, try it, especially if you're going into a headwind or you're going up a hill. Your ego needs to take a rest because you're thinking about the cardiovascular gains, not just the muscular gains. As we age and you're cycling, many of you will do shorter, harder workouts, will find that your muscular strength is outperforming your cardiovascular strength, yeah? Just think of the guy at the gym that does one big lift of a weight and then he can't even run up the stairs without being out of breath, okay? You don't want to be that guy. So work on your skill level of gear changes. Experiment with your gears, okay? Try and work out what gear you're in without even looking as you play around. And you will find a much more pleasurable experience as you vary that cadence according to the gearing rather than the terrain. Number 4 is hydration. You knew I was going to say that. And you're telling me that you're drinking plenty. No, you're not. I'm going to challenge you, you're not. What you think you are actually achieving through your hydration is probably not what you're getting. Because many people will approach their hydration by taking a large glass of water and drinking it in one go, maybe even one whole pint, half litre. You can't do that because you're not going to absorb it as well as what you think. You're going to piss it out. It's going to pass through your system very, very quickly. So sipping, okay, is better than tipping, okay? So sip rather than tip, and do it gradually throughout the day. Yes, we're looking for people to be a minimum of 2 litres. Then you're adding in what you're losing during your training by weighing in and weighing out after sessions and adding 500 millilitres for passive sweat. You're trying to regain that fluid in 4 hours from when you missed training on top of what you would take on your normally routine. Now, I don't want to hear you screaming at me.
I can't drink when I'm at work.
I drink too much, I go to the toilet all the time. I can't get a night's sleep because I'm up pissing all night. You've got to train your body by sipping, not tipping. Your hydration is unbelievably important, and it will actually be telling you right now that it's low. Your heart rate may be a little bit irregular, you're feeling fatigued, you're blaming the workouts. No. Your hydration. Even if you just dial in improving your hydration, if you think it's good, try and improve it by at least 1%. And number 5, you are not managing inflammation all day long in terms of life, in terms of work. You've got the stresses of work, the stresses of family, the stress of trying to remember how many grams of protein did he say per kilogram of body weight? These stresses are causing inflammation, what we call that slow dripping oxidative stress in your body. So that's not good, okay? The stresses we get from the short-term punch of the workout, yeah, we're going to absorb them, no problem. But that drip, drip, drip all day, this is releasing these free radicals in your system. And this is not some fucking pop band from the 90s, okay? This is damaging your cells. It's killing life. Okay? And it's taking away energy from you. So you've got to be able to manage these stresses. Many people will say to me, the workout coach, that's where I escape and I feel much better. That would be true if you weren't at the upper end of zone 2, sneaking into zone 3 like a stripper at a sporting event. Look at me, I don't need to do zone 2. Okay? The zone 3 fanny will never ever make progress over a longer period of time. Hey, that doesn't matter, coach. I want to get fit quick, not fit slow. Well, the people that take their time to get fit, they stay fit for the rest of their life. And they're never in this yo-yo peak and trough cycle that many people fall into. So, manage stress. What strategies have you got for managing the stress at work? What strategies have you got for managing the stress at home? Look, this is a short piece of content. If you want longer content from me and actually dialing into managing stress, click the link that's in the description and you will get on the pre-release list for my book. This is something I've been working on since 2021, and the first 5,000 people that click that link, you'll get a free copy. I'll send it to you. You'll be able to spend longer with me. That sounds great, doesn't it? But we'll dial into how you can manage your stress and how you can enjoy your workouts and how everything will lead you to the path that you deserve from your hard work. So accept sore legs, but don't live with them. You need to make sure you're getting into that anabolic phase and cash in that beautiful fitness that your hard work has given you. Keep smiling, keep spinning, keep massaging your legs. In my book, I may even tell you the story about how a young 19-year-old coach stumbled across his first massage parlour just outside London, thinking he was going to get a good leg rub down. Nobody told me about that, did they? You take care. I'll speak to you all soon.